All right, so I'm going to be talking about my MMO project for ASU. Starting off with a couple of the things that we have that I have running for the project. We have all of this code right here for the game that we'll show in a little bit. There's net code and Unity code and other things like that in this project. And then besides that, we also have the website right here, which we'll show in just a second. Hold some pages, some page information. It's using Blazor in order to display the images and to run code in C Sharp. For instance, in this page, the sign up page, you have some code right here running to create usernames for the game. We also have our web API right here that is able to handle people in rooms. It can handle characters that are created, um, as well as creating and authorizing users using salts and hashes for security. The both the website and the web API are both hosted on AWS inside of their EC2 virtual machine. Also hosted on IIS. So we can go ahead and show that right now. We have first our API running. I have a test controller to show the data, make sure that it's working correctly. Any request that we want to make is going to go through this host right here. And then we also will have the website right here where it gives you some information about the game. There's a download page right here. This is linked to GitHub, as you can see on the bottom left. And so you download the project from GitHub so that I'm not using any data for AWS, not being charged for it. As well as we have a sign up page right here. It will access the API and create an account if it exists. So for instance, if I wanted to create this account, which already exists, you should see that it'll say account creation failure, account username already exists in the database. So instead of that, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to make an account called test 1234. We're going to make the password 123456. And if I create it, you should see that the account is already created. And we also have a PostgreSQL database server, which is used to store all the user data. This is also being hosted on AWS in their RDS product. And so if I were to make a query real quick, you should be able to see all of the accounts in the database right here. Their password hashes and salts for security, as well as the database, or as well as the website and the web API are also SSL encrypted. So we have some security for creating accounts, for instance. And so what we're going to go ahead and do now is with this new account, we're going to download the game as so. When it's downloaded, we can then unzip the project, which I'm going to do off screen real quick. And then once we're in the project, you should see it right here. We have this multiplayer RPG that we can just sort of click on. And something else I want to mention as well is that the Game also is being hosted by Photon. About 20 users can be inside of this project at one time, and so that's also something to take note of. I'm gonna open up two instances here real quick so that we can sort of show the multiplayer functionality here. We're gonna make we're gonna log in with one that uses my original credentials, already has a couple of characters, as well as the account that we just made. You can see there's no characters associated with this account. And so what we're going to go ahead and do, first I want to show off how it knows what characters you have. And if I make a quick call, real quick, you should be able to see that it gives back character data. For instance, user ID 1 is the Devile account, and as you can see, it contains character ID, character name, character position, character color, and character level. We're not really using levels right now, but it was a plan that just never came to fruition. But either way, it displays all that data, has the colors, the names, etc., etc. Now, I sort of want to show off real quick creating a character, so we're going to go ahead and just do that real quick. What you can do is you can choose RGB values and your character name. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just make a character real quick. We're gonna call it pink guy. Well, no, let's not call it that. Let's call it pink dude. And so now if I go ahead and refresh the page right now, you should see that there is now another character right here. And we can play any of these characters. I'm gonna go ahead and play Deval right now. We're also gonna make a character here real quick. You can see as well that it locks it to 255. And then start the game, and you should be able to see that there are two characters now. It displays your names on both screens. And then in terms of how battles work, we're going to go ahead and start a battle right here. We do that, we can then go ahead and go into the battle right here. And both players will need to choose an ability to do. And then it will start off the battle like this. There are some rules for how the battle works, such as players who attack different enemies will attack at the same time. If you attack the same enemy, then you go one at a time. I can sort of display that right now. If I attack the same enemy, then it's going to go one after the other. Whereas you can see these enemies are attacking both of us, so they attack at the same time. You can also cast healing as well. Heals the character. And basically this will just go on until the battle is over. What I want to do as well is just sort of show real quick what happens when you decide to leave. It disconnects you from the game, and then you will be sent back if you either win the fight or lose the fight, and it's very likely I'm just going to lose the fight here, so we're just going to go one more round here. To get sent back. And I just wanted to show real quick as well, basically what the API, the database, and the website look like on Amazon Web Services. Basically, you have a virtual machine right here. We actually have our own already. So let me go ahead and try to figure out how to. Right here, we have an instance. This right here is running both the website and the API on an IIS server. on a Windows virtual machine. And then we also, and so I have some information here. For instance, like we can sort of see just some information about what's going on. You could see that there's some traffic right now because we were just logging into the game. And then we also will have our database inside of an RDS. If I can find that real quick. You can see right here, we have our database. You can sort of log in with this. And otherwise, that's pretty much it for the project. It definitely took a lot of work to get this all set up to learn how to do this stuff, and it was a very good project. It encompassed an entire full stack of both game development and for informatics, having to create a web API, create a website using Blazor and C# versus the traditional JavaScript. And I'm very happy with this project. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this rundown of how the MMO demo is functions. All right, thanks. Bye.